Hello everyone, it's Tana. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Not Too Shabby YouTube hopping giveaway. You will search up the videos for this YouTube hop using hashtag N2SHABBY. And here's a look at the newest box of the month. So this month we have two ephemera packs, and we have the first ephemera pack is like fun and light bright colors with gingerbread men and gingerbread houses and candy and paper chains. And I just think it's so cute. Like, remember those paper chains? We used to make them in school and rip one chain off every day to count down until Christmas. And then the second paper pack has gnomes and tags and presents, a pair of Uggs. I love the Uggs. Totally fell in love with them. And we have like wine bottles in a bucket and little jingle bells with evergreen bows attached and poinsettias. All kinds of fun things. And then we also have two 6x6 paper pads to match. We have Gnome, Sweet Gnome, 6x6 paper pad, 24 double-sided designs, 4 of each design. So I'm going to show you the front and back here at the same time. So technically you would have 2 of each. Actually 4 of each, but if you wanted to use both sides, or every design, you would have 2 of each design. I think that glitter one is my favorite. But I love the deep reds and blue in that pack. And then we have the Gingerbread Kisses 6x6 paper pad. 4 of each design on those as well. I love those colors when it comes to Christmas. I also love the like cherry red, turquoise, and white when it comes to Christmas cards. Then we have 3 stamp sets. We have the Merry Mugs, and these were so fun to color. And then we have Gingerbread Kisses and Ornamental Christmas. So today, even though I colored a whole ton of images, stamped and cut out and colored a bunch of images, we're going to concentrate on one single stamp, the ornament in Ornamental Christmas. I wanted to originally show 3 ways, but I kind of ran out of time, so we're going to show 2 ways that you can use just this ornament to make a slimline Christmas card. So I'm going to start out by stamping out 3 of the ornaments and heat embossing them with gold embossing powder. And on this one, I did them all even, straight across. And then I'm going to use a stencil, a circle stencil, to ink blend inside of them. If you don't have a circle stencil, you can use a circle die that fits and use a piece of acetate and make your very own custom stencil. So I'm going to use my Catherine Pooler Juniper Mist here, and I'm going to ink blend inside of the ornaments on every single ornament. And I didn't think about it at first, but you have that little curve up where the top of the ornament and the bow is. So I just took 2 pieces of Post-it, full stick Post-it notes, and covered those up so I could ink blend all the way up to the heat embossed lines. And I thought this blue made the perfect color for a nighttime sky. Then we're going to take the 2 silhouette stamps from that same stamp set. Now I'm going to put the Santa in a sleigh stamp in the center ornament, and then I'm going to use the one with the mountains and trees on either side of it. So I thought I had these lined up correctly, and I did not. So you'll see that there's a little gap of blue at the bottom of each ornament. I just filled it in with a black Sharpie when I was done, and it all worked out fine. Now I'm going to take my gold gel pen from Pear Blossom Press, and I'm going to fill in those little tiny metal thingamajiggers underneath the bows on each ornament. And then I took the white gel pen from the same pack and went over the stars. The one stamp has black silhouetted stars. I covered them with the white gel pen and added stars to the center one because it didn't have any. Then I took my zigs and I used blue and Persian blue and just very quickly watercolored the ribbons on the top of every ornament. And I did them all the same blue. and did them all in the same way. The darker blue around the edges and the lighter blue to fill it in. And that's dry. Now you see I had a mark on my cardstock, so I had to fussy cut them out and get a new piece of Bristol. I ink blended it with cranberry fizz and sangria around the edges. And now we are going to put that on a blue mirrored frame, cardstock frame. Now I know that's tonic mirrored cardstock, but the label for it was missing, so I'm not quite sure what blue it was. And I had forgotten to add my sparkly splatters, so I'm very carefully doing that now just by tapping them on. And then I took the Imagine Crafts Frost and tried to spray it on without getting it all over my desk. And then blotted the rest off. Now I'm going to add all of my ornaments. They're just going to be glued right onto that card front, as even as I can get them, just like they originally were when I stamped them out. And then all we need is a sentiment. So I took the word Mary from my stash and cut it out of that same blue mirrored cardstock, added 2 layers of cardstock behind it for dimension, and glued that to the bottom right of my card. Excuse me. On to the second slimline card. I decided the second way I could do this is to paper piece them in. So I picked out 3 that I thought would go well for the ornaments themselves. And I really wanted to use that black lace-like pattern paper for the ribbons. And as hard as I tried, you guys, it was just too dark to fussy cut out the pieces to make them fit correctly. So I opted for coloring in the ribbons instead. So I went with the blues and the reds. And I put the colors up there for you. 3 of each color, and did my best to do some shading in there, and I thought they turned out really good. So I was happy with the results since I couldn't do it the first way that I wanted to do it. I really like the way the second card turned out with the colored ribbons. I did discover that my R46 is extremely dry, so I will have to refill that and replace the nib. And for this one, it's mainly white, and we're going to keep it that way, excuse me. But we will add embellishment to both cards before we're done. Don't forget, you guys, to follow the hashtag N2SDeckTheHalls for the rest of the videos in the hop. Be sure to like and comment for each video. And don't forget to use the link for the raffle copter for your chance to win the $25 prize to Not2Shabby shop. Excuse me. I believe that it closes on October 7th, so make sure you watch all those videos before then. Anything you guys need to know will be in the description box below. I used a piece of like deep navy cardstock as the mat on a red card base. Added my panel on top of the blue and stamped out Jingle All the Way, which also came in that same stamp set. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like what you saw here today. So many things to use in this kit for Christmas cards and holiday cards. I can't wait to see what you guys create. I can't speak today. Don't forget to follow everybody on Instagram so you can see lots more inspiration from the team. And we will see you next time, guys. Bye-bye for now.